Hi there. Let's see. Yep, I'm recording. So I decided tonight that I will just do a video and talk about some things that are on my mind and heart right now. And what's going on right now is that I have been seeking for deeper ways of getting to know what truth is, and if what we see around us is what's really real, or is what's real really what's in our mind and in our thoughts, and do our thoughts bring about what happens to us in our lives? Well, from my experience, I've come from a background, I've lived 67 years now, and out of those 67 years, I've only had 5 years of my life where I have felt good about myself, where I feel like I've found truth, love, life, good things. Now, where I was before was, I'm not kidding, I think from the day I was born, I was a miserable, sad, depressed little girl. And I've been that way up until, like I say, 5 years ago, when well, let's go back to my past again. So, anyway, I grew up in a dysfunctional family, and I was always been very insecure, shy, afraid of doing everything, worried about everything, afraid to try everything, and so I went through grade school, high school, being that way. Then I started, later on, after I got out of school, I got an apartment, and I started dating, and I met different guys. I met my first husband, and then we were together 20 years. That didn't work out because he had a lot of problems. And then I started getting into religion really heavy, and I got so deep into religion that I went off on the left field and got way off into deception and delusion, which led me off into Canada. I went there because I felt that I was supposed to go there, and as it turned out, someone that I knew somebody that was in Canada. We started writing letters together, and I went to Canada and lived there for 17 and a half years in the bush, in tents, and we raised foster children there. And it was after that, when James left me and we came down off the mountain, and this was in October of 2008, where I and my foster daughter lived with some friends. I lived with those friends for 5 years, and Angela lived there for 2 years. And it was after I came down off the mountain that I decided that I had to make a change in my life. And I started watching all kinds of positive videos, listening to Dr. Wayne Dyer, Esther Hicks, Bashar, all kinds of stuff there. But I got off on a tangent and got off on the left field on there again, too. I got too off. And this is what I've learned, is that the only way you're going to find the truth is you got to follow your instinct, you got to follow your heart. You can have other people in your lives to help you, guide you to the truth, but you can't just follow them hook, line, and sinker and think that that's going to be your escape. You know, that's the problem with religion. People get involved in religion. I'm speaking from my experience. First I was a Catholic. I left the Catholic Church. I became Pentecostal, and then I left the Pentecostal Church to go on this tangent where I thought I was hearing God to go to Canada, which in a lot of ways I was hearing God, because a lot of good came out of that experience. But I was so miserable and depressed and sad up in the bush there. Things were going so bad with James and the situation there that I really wished I was dead. Now, those thoughts that I wished I was dead, I almost died up there. I had a fever of 104 degrees. I had kidney stones. I couldn't leave the tent for a whole month. I had to do the bathroom in a coffee can. I couldn't feed myself. It was terrible. It was terrible. So I'm telling you, I came from a really bad place of where my thoughts took me, to a really negative place, to a place where when I came down off the mountains, I got into real positive. But I got off, I don't know how to say it, but I just started believing everything I heard about positiveness, followed people, got excited about it, and that led me off into a wrong area too. So, I don't know, it was about 2 years ago, I suddenly saw that that wasn't working either. And then I started doing my own inner thing by my intuition, and to where I'm at today, where I'm living. I'm not in Canada anymore. I'm back in Yakima, Washington, where I was born and raised here. And I am learning that happiness comes from inside of me. It's not outside. It's inside of me. It's not out there. I'm a very positive person. I have found out for a fact that what I think happens. It's true. It's really true. So I have to really watch how I think. Now, right now in the world, there's so many things going on telling you all these earth disasters are going to come, and all these calamities and all the shootings and all that stuff, bringing fear on to us. Well, I have learned that you can't listen to the news. There's so much stuff out there. There's so much misinformation to cause us to get into fear and anxiety and all that. We got to shut off those TV sets, turn in, meditate, and get a quiet mind and be peaceful, and find out that we are who we're looking for. Just, that's it. I got it. Wait a minute, maybe I won't answer it. Oh. Alright, I gotta answer it.